data types. Of course, in this um, demo students also there. Okay, that's why just give me a second. There is some network issue, I think so. Right. Am I audible? Is my voice is clear? Please confirm. Right. So in this already demo students also there. Now I will revise these data types topic for a few minutes and then we will continue the session. Okay. Today installation, everything will be done now. So I want to revise these data types. Okay. Matter of 5 to 10 minutes, I will revise. The people who came from demo, just you can listen, that's all. Okay. We will have one doubts clarification session. There, again, I will repeat all these things. Yeah. I think yesterday, so yesterday we have seen up to this, like data types. Python is dynamically typed programming language. Why it is called as a dynamically typed programming language also I explained very clearly in the last session. Okay. So now these are the various data types supported by Python. And before moving to the data types, there are some four important functions are there with respect to data type. Compulsory, we have to understand this. So the first function is nothing but a print function. Several times we have used this. What is the purpose of a print function? In the sense, if we are providing any object within bracket, it is used to print that object's content on the screen. Example, if A is equal to 10, B is equal to 23.449, C is equal to Sunday within double quotations. If you are trying to use a print of A, print of B, print of C, whatever content is there in A, B, C, those content it is going to display. This is nothing but the first function called print. Okay. Yeah. Next, coming to the second function, there is one special function is there called type. Because in Python, we never declare the type of data, right? That's why what will happen? We have one special function is there called a type. If you provide which object type you need to know, within bracket, we have to provide the object. Then what will happen? It returns the type of the object that you are using. Example, here A is integer. If you ask a type of A, it will return class int. Class means since it is an object oriented programming, everything is treated as an object, even data types also. There is no primitives or fundamental something like that. Everything will be treated as an object only. Then if you take 23.449, it is of what type? It is a floating point type. If you take within double quotations Sunday, it is what type? String type. Like we have different types of data are there. We are not going to declare the type, right? If you want to know what type of data it is holding, then we can go for this type function. Similarly, there is one more function is there with name sys dot get size of object. So what is the meaning of this name? The function name itself is giving very clear idea. It is used to return size of the object in bytes. Suppose if you take A is equal to 10. If you ask what is the size of A, then it will return 28 bytes. If you take this big object, if you ask what is the size of that object, it will return 32. Of course, it is not fixed. Based on the content, it will change. So get the size of is not a normal function. It is available in one module called sys. There is one predefined module with name sys. In that module it is available. That's why whenever you are working with this module, we have to import that sys module. Whenever you want to work with this function, we have to import this sys module. Sir, the people who came from demo, okay, can you please confirm, so is this size of a function, how it is working, is it clear? Yes, Siddharth, PK,
Yeah, clear.
right.
Yeah, clear, clear.
Now there is one more beautiful function is there with name ID, very, very important function. So if you are passing any object, it will return address of that object. Something like in C language, we are using pointers concept, right? Ampersand symbol we will use it to find the address. In the similar way, in Python, we have one special function is there to get address of the object. What is that function here is ID. Suppose if you take A is equal to 10, A is equal to 20, C is equal to 30. If you are asking ID of A, it will return some address. It is nothing but an integer value randomly. Then no two objects address will be same. If you want, you can see. But there is one special concept is there in Python. What is that concept is? Suppose whenever you are taking A is equal to 10, it will create some memory. Okay. The reference name for that memory is A. So when it encounters B is equal to 20, it will create another object with the content 20. B is the reference variable pointing to this. Whenever you are taking C is equal to 30, so 30 with object will be created C. Whenever D is equal to 10, already memory location is there. Why we need to create another memory location? Simply, your D is also pointing to the same memory location. Yesterday, somewhere I introduced this concept for you people. It is nothing but what? Reusability concept. Sir, then you may have a doubt. If D is modifying this content, is that result will be affected to A or not? Definitely. But 10 is what type of data? Integer. Integer objects in Python are immutable. You can't do modifications. So there is no issue. What is the biggest advantage for this? Memory utilization will be there. Sir, how you can able to prove this? Very simple. If you ask A is D, is A and D are pointing to the same memory location or not, we can get by using this is operator. It will return true. If you are asking A and B are pointing to the same memory location, no, A is different, B is different, false. If you want, you can see the ID of A and the ID of D, both are same. Like that we have. This is nothing but summary what we have. Print function to print the content of the object, type function to return type of the content, ID function to return address of an object, get a size of function to know size of each and every object in bytes format. Before moving to the data types, these are the basic functions that we need to understand. Sir, are you clear with this? Please confirm.
Yeah.
Right. Coming to the next data type, first data type what we have is integer. No explanation is needed because already from the name itself you can conclude. What is the main purpose of integer data type? It is used to represent what kind of values? Integral values. Sir, from minus infinity to plus infinite means there is no range concept. Everything is treated as object only. If you take C language, there is a limitation, right? From this value to this value only it is going to hold. Like that, there are some limitations are there. Based on that also, there is a division. But here, such a type of terminology is not there. There is no range concept. You can store a small value or you can store a big value. There is no problem at all. And we can declare this without decimal points. That means 12. Like this, we have to declare. You should not take any point representation, because for that we have a separate data type is there. And the data type name is integer, but symbolically it will print in this style. Why? Because in Python, everything is treated as an object. This term, whatever I have drawn, is something related to the object oriented programming. That's why it will display like that. Next, here is a simple program. A is equal to triple one, print of A, print of type of A. It will print triple one and it is of type integer. And we can represent these integer values in four forms: decimal form, octal form, hexadecimal, binary. If you take decimal, 0 to 9, these are the ranges, and 10 is the base. So decimal is the default number system which we are using in our real time. That's why there is no explicit representation, directly we can declare. Whereas coming to the octal, the numbers are from 0 to 9, and the base is nothing but 8. Base means what? How many digits will be there in that? 8 digits will be there, and it is always prefixed with either 0 small o or 0 capital O. If any number is prefixed with 0 small o or 0 capital O, please make sure that it is nothing but what? Octal number. Like that we have. And coming to hexadecimal, 0 to 9, A to F. So 16. 16 is the base. Why? Because the 16 digits will come. Okay. So it must be prefixed with 0x or 0 capital X. Like that we have. If you take binary, 0 comma 1. Sir, how many digits are there? Only 2 digits, right? That's why the base will become 2. It must be prefixed with either 0 small b or 0 capital V. These are nothing but different representations what we have. Okay, so you can represent these integer values in any format based on your choice, but Python is going to consider only in which format? Decimal format. Even though you are giving in octal format, we will get in decimal. Even though we are giving in hexadecimal format, sir, we will get in decimal. Even though you are giving in binary format, we will get in decimal. Of course, somewhere I covered this other types number to integer type conversion, that I will explain. Maybe I will provide a video or anything else to understand this. So there are two note points are there related to this integer data type, which I covered already. First point is Python is not a case sensitive when we are declaring octal, hexadecimal, binary values. That means how to represent hexadecimal. It should be begin with either 0 small x or 0 capital X. Anything is valid. So there, lowercase letters, uppercase letters is not an impact. But other than these representations, in the rest of the areas, case is very, very important. Second point, we can represent the integer values in any format, but Python consider only in decimal format. This is nothing but what is mean by integer data type. Any doubt, friends, up to this, whatever I covered? Right. Coming to floating point. So it is used to represent the integer values with decimal points, like 1.93, something like that. If there is any point representations where we will use salary calculations, price of a product, bank account balance, credit card bill, such a type of data is always represented in which format? Floating point format. Example, first floating point value 1.2, second floating point value 56.3494, something like that. If you print F1, type of F1, F2, type of F2, it will return 1.2 of type float, 56 point something of type float, like that. So we can represent floating point values in scientific notation also. Sir, scientific notation in the sense what? I don't want to take big digits. Okay. Sir, I want to take 1.2 e power 3. That e is called as scientific notation or exponential notation. Okay. Example, if you take this 1.2 e cube, how internally it is going to evaluate 1.2 into e value is a tensor, 10 cube. That is nothing but 1.2 into 1000. What is the result that we are going to get? 1200.0. This is nothing but what we have here. Sir, instead of representing a big number, there is a shortcut. Like this we have. The biggest advantage with this is nothing but we can represent a large volume of data in small memory location. So even I think I have explained this by taking calculator as an example. If you want, you can see. Suppose if you take 5 into 999, this is the result. Again, if you multiply whatever result you got with 999, this is the result. Up to certain level, my calculator can display this. But once if it is going beyond the limit, it will use exponential format. You can see. Have you observed? Immediately it turns to exponential form. That means that 4.97 something like that is there, right? We have to multiply with the 10 power 18. Then exact full number you are going to get. This is the advantage why we are going for floating point. Sir, everyone feeling comfortable up to this? Right. Next, complex data type is there. So in mathematics, of course, no programming language is providing support for complex data type, but Python uses maximum data science applications dealing with the data always, right? That's why complex data type is going to play an important role. In mathematics, we are using 3 plus I2 as a complex number. 3 plus I2 is nothing but a complex number. But in Python, 3 plus 2j is called as complex number. In general, we are using the word called I to indicate imaginary part. But in Python, we are using j to indicate imaginary part. Sir, it contains both real part and imaginary part. Real part will be there as well as imaginary part also will be there. So imaginary part is represented with j but not I. If you take 3 plus 2j, if you print a and type of a, it will return 3 plus 2j and of type complex. We can extract the real parts and imaginary part separately from the complex number. For that, there are two identifiers are there. One is nothing but real, second one is nothing but IMAG, imaginary part. Okay. Now, so if you take an example like 3 plus 2j, if you take 3 plus 2j, sir, is it a complex number or not? Yes. If you print A, we will get that complex number. If you are talking about A dot real, you will get separately real part. A dot IMAG, you will get imaginary part. Please make sure the real part and imaginary part can be both integers or floating point values. But Python is going to consider only floating point values. Like integers, we can do even addition of two complex numbers, subtraction of two complex numbers, multiplication of two complex numbers, division also you can perform. Successfully, it is going to perform without giving any error message. Okay. Next data type, there is one data type is there with name Boolean. So what is the purpose of this Boolean? If I want to represent truth values like true or false or yes or no type of values, if you want to store, then we should go for which one? Boolean data type. For these, the only allowed values are true and false. The only allowed values are nothing but what? True and false. Okay. And it comes under class bool. They are going to represent like a bool. In C language, to represent Boolean, we have 1 and 0 is there. In C++, to represent true or false, we have 1 and 0 is there. In Java, we have true or false. Keywords are there. In Python also, we have keywords, but those keywords must begin with a capital letter. So Python is going to consider this true or false in terms of capital, not every character, only starting character. Okay. Now, if you take A is equal to true, B is equal to false. If you print A comma type of A, sir, A is true, type is nothing but Boolean. B is false, type is nothing but Boolean. In Python, based on requirement, Boolean values can be converted into integer automatically, but reverse is not possible. Means whenever you are using true, sir, if you are doing any arithmetic operation, here you can see A is true, B is false. I am doing true plus false. Actually, true plus false is the meaningless statement, right? But here Python is going to consider true as the one and B as false as a zero, and it will do integer addition. So true can be converted into one, false can be converted into zero, both are valid. But if you take reverse, wherever one is there, that doesn't mean that it is true. Wherever zero is there, that doesn't mean that it is a false. Okay. Only one side conversion is there, reverse is not possible. Sir, do you have any doubt about this complex and Boolean data type? Whatever I covered, please confirm. Clear, everyone? Please confirm. Use case of applications of complex numbers. We are going to use in scientific areas. Okay. Mathematical applications. Here we are not going to touch that part. In the data science, somewhere they are going to use this. Okay. But we have that data type in Python. That's why just I'm covering. Right. So the next one, last data type what we have, matter of another 5 to 10 minutes so that we can go for a fresh topic. So the next data type is a string, which is most commonly used type in our, not only in Python, in every programming language. It is nothing but collection or group or sequence of characters. A group of characters, a sequence of characters, collection of characters is called as what? A string. We can represent the string in Python by using either single quotes or double quotes or triple quotes. We have three ways are there. You can represent in single quotation. We can represent in double quotation. We can use even triple single quotation, triple double quotations. Sir, why these many representations are there means in the string data structure, I will explain. Okay. Sir, if you print S1 and the type of S1, if you print S2 and the type of S2, if you print S3 and the type of S3, if you print S4 and type of S4, everything is of type string only. Like that we are going to get. Next, sir, string means not only characters, not only characters, even you can take numbers also, but it should be enclosed within double quotations. You can take the combination of characters and numbers, no problem. You can take the combination of special characters and characters, no problem. Only special characters also you can take. It will be treated as a string only. So string means don't assume that it is only characters. It can be anything, but it should be enclosed within double quotations. Okay. Sir, up to this, do you have any doubt, friends? The basic definitions for strings clear? Right. Coming to the index concept. Sir, how you are extracting the characters one by one from the string? For that, we have index concept is there. See, index concept means what? It is used to extract the characters one by one from the given string. It is always integer type, sir. There is no, there is a range index. There is a range for the index from 0 to length minus 1. Means what? Suppose if you are taking a string like ABC, this is my string. So what about the index 0 to, what is the length of the string? 3. 3 minus 1 in the sense 2. That means 0th location, first location, second location, like 2 locations, 3 locations will be there. Sir, example, here you can see there is one string is there with the content summer. If you print that string, you will get a summer. If you take s of 0, first character, s of 1, second character, s of 2, third character, s of 3, fourth character, s of 4, fifth character, s of 5, last character. Like that, it is going to print all the characters. Sir, what will happen? What will happen if I am trying to access s of 6? This is 0th character, first character, second, third, fourth, fifth. Sixth character is not there. In such cases, if you are trying to access, we will get this error. What is that error, sir? Index error. Within bracket, it is printing string index out of range. The element which you are trying to access is out of the range, like that we are telling. And in Python, we can go in the reverse direction also. Means what? So not only from left to right, even you can move from right to left also. Sir, how you can move? You have to start from -1 because for 0, positive, negative won't be there. That's why if you take s of -1, which is going to print the last character, s of -2, last before character, s of -3, last before character. Like that, it is going to print all the characters from right to left. Okay. Suppose if you are trying to take the index value as a floating point, we will get error saying type error. Slice indexes must be always integer value but not float. The indexes must be always integer but not float. Like that we are going to get. Sir, can I take these Boolean values? Yes. Now, just now I told, sir, depending on the situation, it will convert, right? If you take s of true, it will print 1. If you take s of false, s of 0. S of true, s of -1. S of minus false means it will consider 0 only. Like that we have. Okay, these are nothing but basic fundamental data types, whatever we have. Any doubt up to this? Everyone, please confirm. Any doubt up to this? Not 2 comma 3, that is 2.3. It is a floating point value, right? That's why we are getting error. If you take 2 comma 3 also, we will get error because index value must be always only one numerical value. Okay. Clear up to this? Right. Next one, type conversion. You can convert one type of data into another type of data by using this type conversion functions. If you take int of obj, you can provide any value for integer, it will convert it into integer. Int of 10, the output is 10. Int of 10.23. 10.23 is what type of data? Floating point. If you convert to integer, we are going to get 10. 0.23 is the loss. If you take int of true, just now I told we can convert Boolean to integer, your output will become 1. Int of false, it will become 0. Int of within double quotations, I have given 333. There are 2 points that you need to understand here. Within double quotations, if you are giving, then it is a string. That means we are converting string to integer. Generally, if you think it is not possible, but it is possible when internal content is integer. Is the internal content is integer? Yes. That's why we will get 3. Suppose if the internal content is not integer, we will get error saying invalid constant value for the integer with base 10. Like that we will get. Sir, is it possible to convert a complex number? No, because complex number means 2 parts will be there in that. One is real, another one is imaginary. How you can convert? We are going to get error message. So the error message is integer argument must be a string, a bytes like object or real number, but not a complex like that we have. Sir, up to this, no doubts, right? Please confirm everyone. If you take float of object, what it is going to do? It will convert the given object into float. If you take 12, your output will be 12.0. If you take 12.33, your output is 12.33. If you take true, your output is 1.0. If you take false, your output is 0.0. If you take 2.8934, your output is 2.8934. So if you take string values like this, we will get error. If you take complex number also, we will get error. Same like integer. Whereas coming to the complex, so if you take complex of 2, you will get 2 plus 0j because you have provided only one argument, which is always considered as a real part. If you provided two arguments, it will take one argument as a real part, another argument as an imaginary part, and it will frame a complex number. If you are passing three arguments, we will get error. Type error. Complex is going to take at most two arguments, but you have given three. And here some various conclusions are there. If you take 2.3, 2.3 plus 0j, 2.3, 6.7, 2.3 plus 6.7j, 3 comma 4.9 means 3 plus 4.9j, 3.3 comma 4 means 3.3 plus 4j, true and true means 1 plus 1j, true and false 1 plus 0j, false and true 0 plus 0j. Please make sure if the real part is available, then only it will display the real part. Otherwise, if real part is 0, it won't display in the output. But imaginary part is very, very important. Okay. And false plus false means 0 plus 0j, but it will display like 0j. So if you take complex number, anyway, it will convert to the same. If you are providing string value, it will take as a first argument. If you provide like this, we will get error. So up to this, no doubts, right? Right. Last point, very important point. If I am giving within double quotations 2, within double quotations 5, you are expecting this as the result, but we will get error. Reason is complex can't take second argument if the first argument is a string. If the first argument is a string, it won't take second argument. Suppose here if I am taking 4 comma within double quotations 5, complex second argument can't be a string. So if you want to pass a string as an argument to complex, it should be only first parameter. That's all. Suppose if I am passing first parameter like this and 5, we will get error. Complex can't take second argument if the first argument is a string. That means if you are passing string as an argument to complex, you can pass only one value. You should not pass second value. Okay. If you see here somewhere, this is correct because there is no second argument. If you are passing string as the argument to complex, please make sure that you should not pass second argument. Okay. Sir, clear up to this? And coming to the last couple of functions, Boolean function is there, which will convert any type of object into Boolean. In this case, you won't get any error because everything is possible to convert it into Boolean. So in integers, 0 is considered as a false, non-zero is considered as a true. If you take floating point, 0.0 is considered as a false, non-0.0 will be considered as a true. 0 plus 0j is considered as a false, remaining are considered as a true. Empty quotations, double quotations. Okay, empty string is considered as a false, non-empty string is considered as a true. If you take bool of 10, it is going to return true. Bool of minus 10, true. Bool of 0, false. 3.4, true. 0.0, false. 2 plus 3j, true. 0 plus 0j, false. Prakash, true. Empty string, false. Space is also a string, right? It will return true. Similarly, string. you can convert any type of object into string. It won't raise any error, anything. In my point of view, 12 is a string integer, but once if you apply string, it will return in the form of string. Anyway, in the output, that double quotations want to be displayed, friends. Like that we have. Okay, these are nothing but a typecasting functions. With this, I covered one simple application also. Suppose in Python, if you want to implement a program to add first digit and the last digit in the given number, it can be any number. Okay, for example, something like this, a big number I have. I want to add first digit and the last digit like this. Sir, in Python, we can use indexing. Can I take 0 is the first index, dot, dot, dot will be there. Even negative index starts from -1, something like that. If you take s of 0, where you will get 1 in string format. If you take s of -1, where you will get 2 in the form of string. That's why what I have done is, I converted the given number into string. From that, I am extracting 0th location character. I am converting the given number into string, where I am getting last character. But it is characterized. Again, we have to convert it into integer. Then only we can perform arithmetic operation. That's why again I am using int function to convert. Again, I am using int function to convert. So what are the real-time applications of this typecasting? Means there are n number of situations are there. This is one of the situation what we have. Sir, clear up to this everyone? Please confirm. Right. Coming to the last topic, base conversion functions. See, we can represent the integer values in different forms, right? Like we have integers, I mean decimal, octal, hexadecimal, binary. We can also convert one type of base into another type of base. For that, we have base conversion functions are there. Like OCT function is there. If you are giving any object, it will convert the object into octal format. If you are giving any object, it convert that object into hexadecimal form. If you are giving any object, it will convert that object into binary form. The return value is always string formats. Okay. If you take, I have accepted a number from the user and I am printing that number as it is in the decimal format. We will get like this. Okay. Sir, I am converting that number into octal. My output is 0012. Sir, you can see how octal numbers is represented in the form of, it is prefixed with 0 O, right? Like that it is printing. What about hexadecimal? It is prefixed with 0x. What about binary? It is prefixed with 0b. You can give any other number, it will print in all the formats, whatever we have. Like that, we have base conversion functions are there. What is the purpose of base conversion functions? Which will convert any type of base, okay, any type of number, integer value into the bases like octal or hexadecimal or binary like that. Okay. Are you clear with this base conversion functions? Please confirm. Right. Next. So the last topic which we covered yesterday, mutable and immutable objects. Even for demo people also, I already demonstrated this. What is mean by mutable? Sir, once if an object got created, we are not allowed to do modification on that object. Okay, once if the object got created, we are not allowed to do the modification on that object. If we are trying to do modifications, we will get a new object with those modifications. In the old object, content won't be updated. I can say this topic is nothing but something like non-changeable behavior. Okay, such a type of objects are called as what? Immutable objects. Whatever I have revised today, all the fundamental data types are immutable. Means what? Integer, float, string, complex, boolean, all these are nothing but what type of objects? Immutable objects only. Okay, so for this yesterday I demonstrated one program, sir. Okay, something like this. I demonstrated one program. First I want to explain this diagrammatically, see what will happen. Sir, I have a string is there with the content something like Prakash. Like this, I have one string is there. We are printing that string. This is the output. Then I am trying to do modification on this. What is that modification? Yes dot upper. Array boss, can you please convert the given string into uppercase? Is there any changes in the object or not? Definitely. But what type of content it is holding? String. Is a string is mutable or immutable? It is immutable. So it should not allow the changes. Okay, it should not allow the changes. So immediately what will happen? Sir, a new object will be created. A new object will be created. What will be the content in that object? Sir, like it is going to display the content in uppercase. So we are giving a new name for that, which is nothing but some temporary string like that. If you print a string, still it is going to print the old content only. But if you take temporary string, it will print the uppercase. Is both objects are same? No, we are getting false. So the conclusion here is whenever you are trying to do modification on string object, with those modifications, a new object you are going to get. In the old object, the content won't be updated. This is the point which I am trying to highlight from here. Sir, any doubt up to this, whatever I covered? Clear, friends? Please confirm. Right. Now, sir, can you please show me some example for mutable objects? Once if an object got created in Python, if we are trying to do modifications on that object, it will accept that modifications. So with those modifications, a new object won't be created. Okay. So in the existing object only, all the modifications will be reflected. Okay. Whenever you are doing modification, it won't create any new object. Such type of objects are called as what? Mutable objects. Example also I explained yesterday. Let us take this example. Sir, I have student marks are there like 58 marks, 97, 18, 88, 99, 90. By mistake, I have given the entry for third subject is 18, but actually it is 48. Later student came, Array sir, this is nothing but my marks. Yes, I will check that paper once again and I can do modifications. After that, if you are trying to print marks, that update is going to be affected. If you want, let us run this program and check. You can see. Happily, old marks got replaced with new marks. But whereas coming to immutable, like, sir, I have submitted these marks to principal. Now I don't have any rights to change these marks. Now student came, sir, this is nothing but my marks. Can you please change this? When I am trying to change, it is not accepting the modifications. It is telling, array, your marks got submitted to principal. Now onwards, you don't have any permission to update. Like a type error, tuple object does not support item assignment. Tuple object does not support item assignment. like that we are getting. So I hope this is nothing but what is called as a tuple. List means like this we have to represent. Tuple means like this we have to represent. Sir, both are same. Both are same. When we should go for list? If there is any modifications that you need to do, you have to go for list. When we should go for tuple? If there is no modifications to do, then we have to go for tuple. Like that we have. Sir, everyone feeling comfortable up to this? Clear? I request everyone to please confirm. Clear up to this? Right. Yeah. Now the continuation of data types. Okay. Sorry for the revision purpose. Maybe it is something like refresh for you, but there is another some 3 students are there. That is the reason why I have refreshed this. Okay. Now, sir, now onwards, a common topic is going on for both batches. So let us talk about this. What is that a topic? Advanced data types. I told there are 14 data types are there. Okay, in that 14 data types, we covered string, sorry, integer, floating point, complex, Boolean, and then string. I can say these 5 objects are, okay, primitive objects are fundamental objects like that. Now we are going to talk about the advanced data types. These are very, very important, sir. Okay, please take a bit very special care and please listen carefully. The first one, what I'm going to discuss here is list data type. What is the first one that I'm going to discuss? List data type. Let us talk about this list data type for a few minutes. Generally, till now, whatever we covered is nothing but we are storing only single value, right? Suppose something like x is equal to 10, y is equal to 20. Like that, we are always focusing on collecting single value only. Now, that is not my requirement. I want to collect a group of values. Then we can go for this list. The first point here is it is collection. It is a collection of different types of data. Different types of data. It is nothing but what? Collection of different types of data. If I want to collect different types of data, then we should go for which data type? List data type. Okay. Sir, next second point, it is represented. It is represented by using these brackets. How to represent the list? We can represent the list by using these square brackets. Okay. If you want, let us take one example to understand this. See, I'm taking list is equal to, I want to store one integer value, one string value, one complex value, one floating point value, maybe one Boolean value. Okay, sir, can I take like this? Yes. If you print list and if you ask a type of list, what output we are expecting? It is of type list. It is of type list. Like that we have. Okay, how to create the list? I think now you got clarity. Next, very, very important point. Sir, once if you have this list, index concept is applicable. Listen carefully. If index concept is applicable, I can add some points like so both positive and negative indexes are allowed. Negative and positive indices are allowed. Okay. And one more point, insertion order. Insertion order is preserved. Insertion order is preserved. Sir, what is mean by this insertion order? Very simple. Sir, insertion order in the sense in which order we are storing. In the same order, it will be stored. Suppose where this 3.4 is available, It is available in 0th room, first room, second room. In the third location, in third room, it is available. Okay, sir, you can consider so something like egg tray as the best example. For example, I have 5 eggs are there. I have kept numbers for the eggs, like egg number one. I have written on the top of the egg with marker 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I put those eggs in the tray. Then I traveled some around 500 kilometers or 50 kilometers. After that, I opened that tray. Sir, where you kept first egg, it will be there in that position only. Because we have given the locations for them, we kept those eggs in that locations. It won't disturb. That is the meaning of this one. Insertion order is preserved means what? In which order you kept, it will be there in the same order. That order won't be disturbed. This is very, very important point to remember. Okay. But there are some data types are there where they won't maintain any order. That we will see later. Sir, where is the proof? Where is the proof? Suppose consider I am taking a list with some elements like 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Now you can print L, you will get the output as it is 10, 20, 30, 40, okay, 50 like this. The things which I am taking after ash is something like a comments. Okay. Now if I am taking L of 0, can anyone tell me what is the output that we are going to get, friends? Please confirm. Very good. Very good. We are going to get a 10. If I am printing L of -1, what is the output that we will get? 50. Very good. So because index concept is there, we can take the data in both directions. We can take in negative direction as well as a positive. Positive indexes are allowed. Next point, sir, I am not copy pasting the output. Next point, sir, even duplicates, duplicates are allowed. Duplicates are allowed. Duplicates in the sense what? Sir, if any object is repeated, is it going to entertain? Yes, happily. Assume 10, 20, 30 is there. Again, I am taking 10, 20, 10. Sir, what will happen? It will take all the duplicate objects, no problem. It will entertain the duplicate because these are allocated in memory locations, right? A separate index concept is there. That's why these duplicate objects are allowed. If there is no index concept, duplicates won't be there, sir. So for that also we have one data type is there. I will demonstrate that later. Okay. Up to this, do you have any doubt? Please feel free to ask all your queries. Up to this, do you have any doubts? Right. Sir, please respond everyone. Yes, Chakravarti, Himanshu, Nikhil, Pavan, Siddharth.
Yes, sir.
Right. Now we are talking about an important feature, which is very, very important. Please listen. Sir, it is growable. It is growable in nature. Can anyone tell me what is the meaning of growable? What is the general meaning? So growable means we can add some objects into that. Okay, yeah, we can add some objects into that. Even we can remove some objects from that. Even we can perform some updation also. All these possibilities we can do. It is growable in nature. That means we can add the objects, we can remove the objects, even we can perform update operation also. Sir, as of now, for that, Python people provided some functions. Later we will see, okay, how you can able to do that. Okay, later we will see how you can able to do that. But just for demo purpose, I am taking. Assume I have some objects like 10, 20, 30. If you print the list, it will print the objects like 10, 20, 30. L dot append of I am taking 111. After this, the output what we are going to get is like this. So there you can see there is one method is there with name append. There is one function is there with name append. What that function is doing, whatever object that you have given, it is adding that object into the list. Okay, now you can see, is it added or not? Yes, but where it is added? Always at the ending. Sir, is it possible to add at any position? Yes, list data structure is there. There I will explain in detail about this. Maybe next week we are planning for that. Okay, now, sir, L dot, can I remove the object from this? Yes, happily. Which object you want to remove? Just to provide. So automatically that object will be removed from that. You can see, so the object 20 is not there in this list. Sir, can I do modification? What modification you need? L of -1 is equal to, I want to take 777. -1 in the sense last location, right? That I am updating. From now onwards, in that position, 777 will be there. Okay. Sir, I applied 3 operations on that. What are those 3 operations? I added a new object, I removed an object from that list, and even I performed update operation. Everything it will entertain because it is growable. From this point, can I use the word called it is a mutable? Mutable in the sense what? Modifications are allowed. Sir, beyond that, nothing is there, friends. I hope everyone understood what is mean by the basic principle of list. Any doubt? If there is duplicates in the list, will it be taken from the position 0? Yes, the positions are always from 0. If any duplicate object is there, no problem. As usual element only it is going to consider. Okay. Clear, Siddharth? Positions and duplicates won't be disturbed. Positions always starts from 0. Right. So the next data type, opposite for this, there is one more data type is there. What is that data type here is tuple. Tuple data type is there. Tuple data type. The points whatever I covered for a list, the same points will be there. Yes, I told in the beginning, different types of data, Chakravarti. Different types of data it will entertain. No problem. In the beginning, first point is that one only. Okay. Right. Coming to the tuple. What is mean by tuple? Sir, it is a collection of different types of data and it is represented by using these brackets. Index concept is applicable. Both the positive and the negative indexes are allowed. Insertion order is also preserved. Duplicates also allowed, but it is not growable. Means what? So we can't add or we can't remove or we can't update. That means what? It is immutable. Modifications are not allowed. I can use one point. Immutable version. Immutable version of list is tuple. Immutable version of list is nothing but what? A tuple. And one more point, the default collection object in Python is a tuple only. Okay. Sir, I will take one simple example for you to understand. Suppose consider I am taking a tuple t is equal to something like a 10, 20, 30. Okay, again 10, 20. So now I will take a word called Prakash like this. Is it a tuple? Yes. Type of t I am taking, which is going to print. It is of type tuple. If you want, you can see. It is of type tuple. Like that we have. Like this we have. Okay. Sir, can we do modifications on this? No, we can't do. Suppose consider I have this tuple. Sir, t dot append of something like 444. Is it possible? No, we will get error. If you want, you can see. Tuple object has no attribute called append. Sir, can I remove any one object from this? No, you can't remove. Tuple object has no attribute called remove. Sir, can I perform update operation? Something like t of 0 is equal to 999. Sir, tuple object does not support item assignment. So you can't do any modification on this object. If the data is fixed, then we can go for these type of scenarios. So I hope there is no doubt related to this list and the tuple for you people, right? Sir, clear up to this, whatever I covered, please confirm everyone. Clear, friends? Right. We can have empty list or empty tuple, that I will explain later, Nikhil. Okay. In the data structures in detail, I will explain how to create empty list, how to create empty tuple. Okay. Because as of now, just I'm explaining at the top level. Clear? Right. Sir, the next one, what we have here is set data type is there. Set data type is there. Sir, what is mean by set? Whatever points I covered for tuple or list, same points will be there. Sir, first point, it is a collection of different types of objects. Okay. It is represented by using, how to represent a set? By using flower brackets. Index concept is not applicable. You can't use index. So both the positive and the negative indexes are not allowed, because index is there means then we can use. Insertion order is not preserved. Something like I can say vegetable bag. Sir, when you go to market, you are going to put some 4 or 3 categories of vegetables. After that, if you are coming to home and if you are doing unpacking, you can you expect where you kept the first object will be there in its position? No. Shuffling can be happen. Why? Because there is no proper place for every object, right? That is the reason. Duplicates are not allowed because identity will be there, right? I already told. If you have a proper room, you can accommodate there. If there is no proper room, so in Python, duplicate objects are there means it will take memory location as efficiently. It won't store that. And it is growable in nature. It is growable in nature. Sir, we can add the objects. We can add the objects. We can remove the objects. But sorry, I can't update. See, listen carefully. If I want to update, you have to know where that object is available. So how you can identify? By using index. If index concept is not there, how you can do update? You can't do update. And it is mutable. Modifications are allowed. Except update, remaining things are allowed. Don't worry, I will take examples to demonstrate this. Let us take one set of friends. I am taking set is equal to something like a 10, 20, 30, okay, 40, 50, and even let me take Prakash, and then I am taking false, something like that. If you print the string, and if you ask a type of string, what output we are going to get, you can see. It is of type string, like that. Sorry, it is of type set. You can see in which order I have given. Am I getting in the same order? No. Then which is the first element, which is the second element? Sorry, you can't identify. Which is the first element, which is the second element, you can't give guarantee. Like that we have. Sir, what about indexes? What about indexes? Suppose consider I have 10, 20, 30 is there. Sir, if you print set, we will get If you are trying to print s of 0, we will get error. Why? Because the index is not there. How I can get? Set object is not subscriptable. Like that we are going to get. Set object is not subscriptable. You can't subscript. You can't apply subscript. Subscript in the sense that parenthesis is there, right? This we can't apply. Sir, can you please show me with respect to duplicates? If you take s is equal to something like this, 30, so 40, 50, again 10, so again 40, 50, again 60, like this. Sir, you can see it is automatically removing the duplicate objects. We are not required to remove. Automatically, it is removing all the duplicate objects. Automatically, it is removing all the duplicate objects like that we have. Right. Sir, now can I able to add the objects into this set? For example, consider I have objects like this. Can I add any object into this? Yes. For that, we have add method is there. By using that, we can add. Let me print. Can I remove any object? Yes. We can use same method remove to remove the object. Sir, can I update? No. Index concept is not there, right? We will get error. From this, can I say, is it mutable or not? Sir, you are not doing update operation. How you can say it is mutable? Because update operation in the sense not only replacement. Update operation in the sense not only replacement. Sir, even adding the object is also an update operation. Sir, everyone feeling comfortable up to this, whatever I covered, please confirm. Clear?
Clear, sir.
Good. So the next one, what we have here is frozen set. Frozen set data type. Of course, name itself is giving very clear idea. It is opposite to set. Whatever points are there, same points we can take. Better I will add one point, that is sufficient. So it is the same. It is the same like set, but it won't allow. Okay, it won't allow modifications. It won't allow modifications. That is nothing but what? Immutable type. But we can't create frozen set directly. So there is one special function is there. By using that function only we have to create. If you want, I will show you. Suppose if you have set is equal to 10, 20, 30. Sir, frozen set is equal to, you have to take like this frozen set of yes. If you print yes and then type of yes, and I want to print fs and type of fs. One is nothing but a set, another one is nothing but a frozen set. In the set, if you want, you can add the objects. But in the frozen set, you can't add the objects. From the set, we can remove the objects. From frozen set, we can't remove the objects. Like one is a mutable, another one is immutable. Like that we have. So other than that, nothing is there, friends. I hope everyone got very clear idea about this frozen set. Okay. Any doubt? Sir, clear everyone. Please confirm.
Clear, sir.
Right. So what is the next pending topics? Let us talk about dictionary. Dictionary. Dictionary data type. I am not giving in detail into this dictionary. Just only at a top level I am going to provide. Sir, till now, if we want to collect a group of individual objects, then we can go for either list or tuple, okay, or set something or frozen set, something like that. If you want to store a group of key and value pairs, then there is one data type is there called as a dictionary. In short form, it is called as a dict. Even in the dictionary, what is the general meaning of dictionary? Sir, in a library, if you are taking any dictionary, there you can see in a page left side word will be there, right side meaning will be there. So the word is called as a key and that meaning is called as value. Sir, it is something like a key and value pairs format will be there. Okay, it will be in which format? Key and value pair format will be there. That is called as dictionary. So it is going to store the data in the form of key and value pairs. Sir, luckily, it is collection. It is a collection of key and value pairs. Sir, how you can store? It is also, it is represented by using these brackets only. Sir, I want to take one example for you to understand. For example, I am taking D is equal to, sir, A colon, I am taking apple, A for apple. Sir, B colon, I am taking banana. Okay, sir, C colon cat, something like this I have written. Okay, sir, now let us print the value of D and check what is the type of D. So D is a dictionary. Type of D is a dictionary. D is nothing but these values. Like this we have. Sir, there are so many advantages are there in Python. Sir, minimum I am going to explain 10 applications on this dictionary in our upcoming classes. There is one concept is there called data structures. I told right there is one separate module is there for this. There I will discuss in detail about this. There I will discuss in detail about this. Okay. Next. Sir, can we add an object into this? Yes, happily you can add an object. If you want, you can remove object. All those functionalities also I will explain later. Okay. I'm not going in detail, but maybe one or two examples I will provide. Sir, can I add a new object? Yes. Assume D of, I'm taking something like E for egg, something like this I'm taking. After that, I want to print D. Sir, is it going to add a new content? Okay. Something like here we have to take is equal to, sorry. Yeah. Now it is going to add the content. Sir, can I remove? Can I remove any content? Yes. How you can remove? Suppose a del of, so D of A I am taking. So what will happen? That key value A will be deleted. Can I do update operation? Yes. Assume I am taking, so D of, so B is equal to something like a bunny. Then automatically what will happen? The value B, previously it was banana, now it was replaced with bunny. Like you can do all the modifications whatever you required. Sir, can I use the word it is mutable? I am not going in detail into this. It is mutable. That is the meaning of is what? Modifications are allowed. Happily, we can do modifications, no problem at all. That's all. I'm not going in detail because in the data structures, we have so much thing is there to cover. Any doubt, friends, up to this, whatever I covered? Right. So the next thing, the next data type, what we are going to discuss after this, range data type. Range data type. This is also I am covering as a theoretical point. Later we will see in detail about this. So range means what? it is used to generate a range of values. If you want to generate a range of values, then we can go for this range data type. Sir, it has three forms are there, friends. A range of, assume I'm giving X. That means I'm passing only one argument. Remember carefully, if you are passing one argument, it will generate, it will generate, it will generate values from 0 to 0 to x minus 1. It will generate the values from 0 to x minus 1. Sir, examples, programmatic examples I will cover later. If you take a range of 5, anyone can you please tell me which values this range function is going to generate? Please confirm. Very good. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, that's all. It won't take 5. Remember, this is very, very important point. In Python, you have to see always a last argument. Last argument is not included. When we are talking about sequences, the last argument, it won't include. Now, sir, I'm taking a range of 10. Can you please tell me which values it will generate? 0 to 9, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So 7, 8, 9. Sir, I want up to 10. If you want up to 10, you can take either 10 plus 1 or you can take 11. In such a case, what will happen? So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 we are going to get. Sir, are you clear with this first form? Please confirm. Coming to the second form. There is one more function is there. X means only integer value it will accept. Yes. Okay. Now, sir, x comma y, if I am passing two values, what will happen? Okay, sir, if you take different types of data, what will happen? That we will see later. Don't worry. Maybe I think so. It will generate even floating point values also. It will take. For example, maybe I think so, but we can't give guarantee. But let me check. I think so. It is going to raise error. Yes, float object cannot be interpreted as integer. Got it? Chakravarti, clear? Right. Sir, if I am taking x comma y, both values I am taking. Sir, in this case, what will happen? It will generate the values from x to y minus 1. X to y minus 1. Okay. So since two arguments are there, first argument is included, second argument is excluded. So I will take some examples, you will get clarity now. Suppose a range of, I am taking 1 comma 6. Which values it will generate? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's all. It won't include 6. It won't include 6. Suppose if I am taking a range of 5 comma 11. Sir, which values it will generate? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then 10. Sir, are you clear with the second form? Please confirm. Yes. There is third form is also there, like a range of, you can take x comma y comma z also. Range of 11 comma 1. No, it is not possible. 11 to 1. Is it possible to get the data, Siddharth? 11 to 1. If your requirement is 11, 10, okay, 9, like that, then this syntax we have to use. Okay. So range of x comma y comma z, what it is going to do? It will generate. In the for loop, I will explain all these combinations. Yeah, negative value is also allowed because integers negative is also allowed, right, Nikhil? Integers means negative is also allowed. But what will happen if I apply negative? That we will see. Don't worry. In the for loop, I will explain all these combinations. Okay. I think if you remembered, in our old languages, we have for loops are there to generate the values. But in Python, we don't have for loop because this range function itself is generating, right? If you want to repeat any task for 5 times, Are you going to write for loop? No. This function, if you write, what will happen? It will generate 5 times. Getting the point? So that is the reason why we don't have any for loop in Python. Okay. So later we will talk about that in the looping statements. Probably in the next week we are going to discuss about that. Okay. It will generate the values. It will generate the values from x to y minus 1 with a step value, as a z. Sir, what is the meaning of step? Very simple, friends. Range of, if you take 0, 11, 1, what will happen? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Like that, it will generate. If you take a range of 0, 11, 2, sir, first value is 0. Next value is that step value you have to add. Sir, 0 plus 2, 2. Next value, 2 plus 2, 4. 4 plus 2, 6. 6 plus 2, 8. 8 plus 2, 10. 10 plus 2, 12. But 12 is not there in the range, right? You have to stop. Range of 1, 11, 2. It will generate odd numbers. 1. So 3, 5, 7, 9. Like that. Sir, someone asked, if you take 11, 1, what will happen? So if you take 11, 1, nothing will be printed. But if you take 11, 1, minus 1, what will happen? First 11, 11 minus 1, 10, 10 minus 1, 9. Like that, it will generate up to which value? Sir, up to 2, because 1 won't be included. Got it? Someone asked, who is that? Siddharth, clear? So all these combinations we will discuss in detail. Don't worry. Okay. Sir, I want to generate negative numbers from minus 1 to minus 5. No problem. You can take starting value is minus 1. Ending value is minus 6. Step value is minus 1. What will happen? Minus 1, minus 1, minus 1, minus 2, minus 2, minus 1, minus 3, minus 3, minus 1, minus 4, minus 4, minus 1, minus 5, minus 5, minus 1, minus 6. But minus 6 is there. You can stop. Okay, Nikhil, I hope your doubt is also clarified. So these things we will discuss in detail. Don't worry. Any doubt up to this, please confirm. Right. So like last data type, what we have here is nothing but none. None data type is there. Sir, what is mean by none data type? If there is no data type, to provide, so then we can use none. If there is no data type to provide, then we can use none. Okay, something it is something like null in Java and C++ and C. It is something like null. Okay, if there is no data type, then we have to use something like suppose if x is equal to 10. If you print x and then type of x, yesterday only I told it is a dynamically typed programming language. Based on situation, you can change any type of data into this. So if you don't want to store any type of data, if you want to make it as empty, then better to use a none. None means there is no data type associated with it. None means there is no data type associated with it. Like that we have. So these are nothing but what are the different types of data types are there. Some 4 points I want to cover here. Note 1 or first point. So the list of fundamental data types are nothing but what? Integer, floating point, complex, so string, Boolean, like this we have. Sir, what are the advanced data types? Advanced data types are nothing but list, tuple, set, frozen set. Okay, then we have dictionary. Okay, then we have range is there, then we have none. Even bytes and byte array is there. Okay, bytes and byte array is there. So after break I will cover this. Okay, then that's all. In these, which are mutable? The mutable objects we have only list and then set and then dictionary and then bytes like this we have bytes or byte array. So immutable means what? Remaining. So remaining 10 data types, remaining 10 data types are immutable like that we have. Okay, sir, if you are clear with this, we will take some break and then we will continue the remaining things. Okay, up to this no doubts, right? Please confirm. List is mutable. Yes, list is mutable only. So with this data types concept, typecasting, base conversion functions got completed. Okay, sir, in this bytes and byte array is there. We will take break for some 15 minutes and then we will complete that bytes and byte array. And after that, some basic things are there, sir, like keywords, identifiers. First, I will explain the installation. Okay, and then I will explain these keywords, identifiers, all these things. Okay, then immediately I may start input and output statements also. Okay, from this week onwards, we will speed up. Okay, right. So break for 15 minutes. You can go and you can have coffee or tea or something like that and come back. I will set the timer for 15 minutes. So I am muting everyone and even I am away from the system. Okay. Yeah, right. Welcome back. So everyone, please confirm. Am I audible? Is my voice is clear? Right. Right. So Chakravarti is having one question. Maybe I will discuss about this in detail in our upcoming classes. Okay. But let me check what you are doing here. First value is minus 6. Minus 6. Okay. First value is a minus 6. Minus 6 minus 1. Minus 7. Minus 7 minus 1 minus 8. It is a never ending process. It in its lifetime it won't come to minus 1. That's why it is wrong. If you take plus 1 here, minus 6 plus 1 minus 5, minus 5 plus 1 minus 4, minus 4 plus 1 minus 3. Definitely there is a chance to get minus 2. Got it? That is the problem. Here we have to take plus 1, then you can expect the result. Okay. If you take minus 1, then you can't expect any output. Slice this particular range function, slice. These things are not going to generate any errors. That is the problem what we have. Yeah. Right. Sir, everyone clear? Can I start the session? Right. Good. So the next two data types are there. Let me finish that. One is nothing but bytes. Bytes data type. See, the problem with the previous data types, whatever we covered, it is a collecting, okay, it is collecting different types of data. Sometimes I may have a requirement that I need to collect only integer values. In such cases, we can use this bytes data type. So it is used to collect only integer type of data. If you want to collect only integer type of data, then you can go for bytes. And unfortunately, we can't create bytes object directly. We can't create byte objects directly. Then what is the indirect way that we have? Suppose if I am taking a list, from that you can create, 10, 20, 30, 40 like that. Yes, now B is equal to, you can take bytes of L. Then if you print L and then type of L, we will get list. But if you are printing B, type of B, you will get bytes. But we can't print even bytes directly. Some random output we are going to get. But we have index concept is there. Like a B of 0 means first element. So B of 1 means a second element, third element, fourth element, like that we can get. This is nothing but what we have. Okay. And the range of these values are from 0 to 255. It will take the values also in the range of 0 to 255. Greater than 255, you are not allowed to take. If you want, let us have one example. Suppose if I am taking something like 254. Sir, is it going to create bytes or not? Let me check. Yes. Sir, I am taking 255. Is it going to create bytes or not? Yes. If I am taking 256, list is okay. But bytes we can't create. If you want, you can see. We are getting value error while creating the bytes. What is the message? Bytes must be in the range of 0 to 256. Like that, we have a small restriction is there. Something like if you want to store small amount of data, then we can use this. For example, consider I have bytes values like this. Now I'm trying to take b of 0 is equal to 111. What will happen? If you run the program, you can see bytes object does not support item assignment. That means bytes object is immutable. That is, modifications are not allowed. Even you can't add, you can't remove. Okay, this is nothing but example what we have. When we are trying to do like this, we will get error. So if you want to store marks of the student, then you can use these bytes. If there is a limitation, I want to store ages of persons, then we can use this. Okay, like only integers if I want to store, then better to go for this data type. Clear, friends? Up to this, whatever I covered, please confirm. Right. So opposite for this, what we have is byte array is there. Opposite for this is nothing but what we have, byte array is there. Byte array data type. Almost all the points are same, sir. It is used to collect only integer values. We can't create a byte array object directly. Okay, we can't create a byte array object directly. Then the range of the values are from 0 to 255. Okay, except it is nothing but mutable, sir. Byte array. Okay, so byte array object is mutable, means what? Modifications are allowed. Modifications are allowed. Let me take one example related to that so that you can get clarity. Now I am taking b of 0 is equal to 311. Let me take it as a byte array. Sir, it is not showing any error. Can you please print after this b of 0? So that what will happen? You can see the output is nothing but 311. Like that we have. So I hope everyone got a very clear idea about this byte array. Okay. So bytes and byte array both are same. The only difference is with respect to mutability and immutable. Okay. Sir, clear, friends? Up to this, whatever I covered. If you are clear, I will go with the next concept. Clear? Right. So this is nothing but data types what we have. Sir, before moving to the input and output functions and these rest of the topics, I want to show you installation of a Python. Okay. As of now, there are multiple softwares are there. Okay, like different IDs are there. I don't want to go for all the IDs. So later I will explain whenever it is required. But at the very beginning, how to install Python software, I'm going to demonstrate. Okay, listen carefully. Installation of a Python software. See, you can download this Python from our official website. So python.org is the official website what we have for Python. From this you can download. But before downloading, just in my system already different Python softwares I installed. So there is one command is there with name py-0, which is going to display the list of installed Python versions in your machine. What Python versions are there in your machine? It will display. Let us check. Sir, in my machine, 3.6 is there, 3.12 is there. Let me check, is any other version is available? Yes, 3.12 is there. Okay. What I will do is 3.12. Better to go for all releases. 3.11 I will download. Okay, 3.11 I will try to download and I will show you. 3.11. In April 2nd, they have performed some modifications. So I will use this because already 3.12 is there. Have you observed? So they have given the beautiful whatever updates they have mentioned. Sir, exceptions with the notes. Okay, faster Python. Okay, something like some beautiful features. Even I didn't encounter. Include fine grained errors, location, and tracebacks, exception groups, and except star. Okay, so many new features are there. Don't worry. So now we have to download this. Windows installer you have to select. Okay, Windows installer you have to select. Now automatically the file got downloaded. Just double click this because already 3.12 is there. Now I am installing 3.11. Listen carefully. When you are installing this, just at the bottom, you can see there is one option is there. What is that option? Add python.exe to path. If you enable this, you are not required to set the path manually. Directly you can practice. Like how I am doing in the command prompt. If you want to do like that, just select this one. And don't go for customized installation. That means you have to select where you need to download, where you need to install all these things. Not required. Go for install now. Just if you click, that's all. Single click, automatically everything it is going to done. We are not required to do a single task also. It will take matter of 1 or 2 minutes depending upon your system processor speed. Always recommended to go for higher versions only. Now you can see setup was successful. That's all. This is the simple way to download and install. Sir, previously how many versions that I have in my systems? 3.6, 3.12. Now if you type the same command, I think you can see there is one more version is there, like Python 3.11 is also there. Sir, why you installed these many versions in your mission? Because I am going to demonstrate the difference between versions to versions. Okay, so there Python new features. So in which version it is came, like that. If I want to demonstrate, if any new feature is there in 3.12, really is it added in 3.12? How I can demonstrate? First, I will run the program by using 3.11. It is going to raise error. And if I run the same program in 3.12, it will work. So for that purpose, I installed all the Python versions, but as of now, it is not required for you. Directly you can use. Okay. If you want, I will provide video support also for this installation. Later you can check. I think it is not a difficult job. Sir, everyone feeling comfortable up to this installation of Python software, please confirm. Right. Now, the next theoretical topic which I am going to cover is keywords. Keywords. Sir, what is mean by keywords? The first point, the words which are having some fixed meaning, fixed meaning and functionalities, and fixed meaning and functionalities are called as keywords. The words which are having fixed meaning and functionalities. Okay, the words which are having fixed meaning and functionalities are called as keywords. Sir, in every Python, not only Python, in every programming language, we have these keywords will be there. So means what? They are having some meaning and functionalities also will be there. Sir, here, how to remember these keywords? Like what words are there? So can you please give some examples? So all the keywords, okay, in Python, all the keywords in Python are stored in predefined module with name keyword. There is one module is there with name keyword. If you want, you can just use that keyword module. import keyword, like this we have to take. In that keyword module, there is one special list is there. What is the name of the list? KW list. Okay, it is a list. If you print this, it is going to display the list of keywords which are available in Python. You can see. Sir, how many keywords are there? These are nothing but various keywords which are available in Python. These are nothing but various keywords which are available in Python. But don't worry, as of now, at a time, you can't deal with all these keywords. Step by step, topic by topic, we will cover all these keywords, starting from first keyword to last keyword, everything we will cover. Okay. Next, one more point. So all the keywords in Python, okay, all the keywords in Python are written in lowercase letters, except the following, Sir, which keywords are written in uppercase? False. F starts with capital. None. N starts with capital. True. T starts with capital. Sir, why this facility is there only for this? In this example, I mean, in this case, false, none, and true are not keywords. These are nothing but constants. Means what? They are not having any functionality, they won't do any job, but they are used to represent some ideal things. Like true means it is a value for Boolean, but if you take a keyword called if, it is doing some functionality, like it will verify the condition. If the condition is true, it will redirect to some place. If the condition is false, it will redirect to some other place. Like that, every word is having some meaning as well as functionality, but these three keywords are not having any functionality, only meaning is there. That's why these are not pure keywords. I can use these are not pure keywords, these are constants. The another name for constant is nothing but what? Literals. Like that we have. Beyond that, nothing. Sir, nothing more than about these keywords. So these words are already defined in the system. We are not having any rights to change these words. Sir, everyone clear about these keywords, whatever we have? Clear, friends? Right. Coming to identifiers. Sir, what is mean by identifiers? The name itself is giving very clear clarity. It is used for identification purpose. Sir, how you are identifying me? Sir, Prakash sir. Because the name Prakash is an identification mark to represent myself. I am a physical object. How you are representing that object? How you are knowing that object? By using some name. So same in Python also. If you want to represent any object, if you want to identify any object, then compulsory these identifiers must be required. It is used for identification purpose. It can be it can be a variable name in the program, or an object name in the program, or it can be a function name, or it can be a module name, or it can be a class name, or it can be a package name. Anything, sir, anything in Python. So if you are giving any name for identification purpose, then it is called as identifiers. In our previous example, we have taken x is equal to 10. Sir, if you want to use x, if you want to use the value called 10, the name of that value is x. We have used list is equal to 10, 20, 30. L is the name. Like that, it is used for identification purpose. Sir, if you are giving any chance for you, directly you can take any name, sir. That's why what languages are going to do is they have provided some rules and regulations. Okay. So if we want to define, if we want to define any identifier, if you want to define any identifier, the following rules must be followed. Sir, what rules are there? First rule, an identifier must begin with, an identifier can contain, okay, lowercase alphabets A to Z, uppercase alphabets A to Z, digits from 0 to 9, underscore is also valid. These are nothing but the allowed characters what you can take. An identifier can contain lowercase alphabets, uppercase alphabets, digits, and underscore. Sir, can I take any special character? No. Special characters are not allowed. And it must begin with alphabets. It must begin with alphabets, alphabets and underscore. So you should not start with anything. Example, sir, can I take ABC? Means yes, it is valid, no problem at all. Can I take ABC? Means it is also valid. Sir, can I take ABC 1, 2, 3? It is also valid. Can I take 1, 2, 3 ABC? Sorry, it is invalid because you are starting with a digit. Sir, can I take underscore ABC? No problem, it is valid. Can I take only underscore? Yes, no problem, it is valid. Okay. Sir, can I take otherwise, sir, J ash AVA, like that, can I take invalid? Because so the symbol ash is not allowed. Can I take $H? No, it is also invalid because that character itself is not promoted. Like this, the basic first 2 points, 2 rules. Sir, do you have any doubt in this? Please confirm. Sir, everyone, please confirm. Clear up to this. Any doubt? Right. Coming to the third point. Sir, here, practically, okay, otherwise, it should not be a keyword name. Already we have some keywords are there, right? Those names you should not take. Sir, can I take if? No, it is invalid. Sir, can I take something like while? No, it is invalid because these words are already having some meaning. So you should not change that. That's why you should not take any keyword name. And the next point, okay. So lowercase letters, lowercase and uppercase are treated as a different. Okay, means it is nothing but case sensitive programming. Example, sir, if I am taking if, it is invalid, but you can take if it is valid, because if you are taking only in the lower case, then only it is keyword. If you are taking in uppercase, it is not keyword, but it is not recommended. Why? Because if you are taking like this, then what will happen? You may get confused. That's why avoid such a type of things. Okay. Next, last point. Actually, there is no limit. Practically, there is no length limit. But recommended to take short length names. So it is always good programming practice to take short length names. Don't go for a big length names. Okay. So these rules you have to follow at the time of providing identifications, sir. Okay. Are you clear with this concept? Please confirm. Clear, guys? Right. Next one. Sir, I'm talking about literals. I already discussed about this. Nothing is there to discuss in detail about this. Literal means what? It is used to represent, it is used to represent a constant value in Python. Okay. Example, how you can represent integer values. Sir, if it is decimal, directly we can represent. If it is octal, so prefix with, okay, prefix with either 0 small o, okay, or 0 capital O. Sir, if it is hexadecimal, 0x or 0 capital X, all these are constants. Okay, if it is binary, 0 small b or 0 capital B, like that we have. Sir, how you can represent floating point values? Sir, we can use either small e or capital E to represent. How you can represent Boolean values? Sir, we can use either true or false. Sir, how you can represent string? Either single quotes or double quotes or triple single quotes, okay, or triple double quotes. Like this we can use. Sir, how to represent complex values? It should be in the form of real part plus imaginary part. That imaginary part ends with j. How to represent a list? We can represent by using this. How to represent a tuple? We can represent by using this. How to represent a set? We can represent by using curly brackets. How to represent a dictionary? For this also, we have this. When we can go for set, when we can go for dictionary, I mean representation wise, I will explain in our upcoming classes. In the data structure, I will demonstrate. Sir, how to represent no data type? If you take no data type, so it is represented as, so something like none. If you have none, then there is no data type. Okay. So up to this, no doubts, right? Please confirm these are called as a literals, something like a constant values. Clear? Right. So the next one, what we have here is comments are there. So what is mean by comments? In general, sir, it is used to provide description about the program, okay, or description about the instruction, or the description about the code which you are writing. So comments are just for programmer understandable thing, understandable concept. So comments are ignored by, okay, Python while executing. Sir, Python is going to ignore these comments, it won't execute these comments. And in Python, so we have three types of comments are there. Okay. No, not three types, only two types. The first one is single line. Okay, single line comments. Single line comments starts with hash symbol, and the total line will be treated as a comment. Whereas coming to multi-line comments, sir, it is going to starts with triple single quotes and ends with triple single quotes. If I take one example, you people will get clarity. Assume they have given a task for me to calculate area of circle, something like that. See, I'm taking radius is equal to something like a 2.3, something like this I have taken. Now I want to calculate area. The formula which I am taking is math.py into radius double star, like this I am taking. Then I am printing radius value. Then I am printing area value. Like this, both values I am printing. Now I am going to import math. Sir, if you show this code to anyone, they may have a doubt. What is that a doubt is, sir, what is this math.py? Sir, in the comments, I'm going to write math.py, okay, is the value of pi. And what about a double star? Sir, double star is power. Double star is a power operator. Like that, I'm going to take. So, if any new person is watching this instruction, sir, he may not get in detail information. For that, I have provided in the form of comments so that easily he or she can understand the code. Sir, is that instruction is going to execute? Never. It won't execute. Just for your documentation purpose, you can use this. Sir, everyone feeling comfortable up to this? Right. For the same program, I want to provide some extra information, like who is the author. Author is myself. Sir, what is the date of creation of this program? Okay. Sir, date of creation of this program is nothing but something like 7th April 2024. What is the time of this particular program? Maybe 9:30 a.m. IST. So what is the title of this program? Something like area of circle. Sir, is the program is going to execute now? No, because the line number 2, 3, 4, 5, which you have provided is not a program. It is something like a documentation about your program. Is it a part of program? No. Then how Python is going to execute? Definitely it will throw error messages. What is this? Like that it is telling. So that's why what we have to do, it is only for your point of view, put it in triple quotes. You can see immediately it came in green color. Means whenever you are executing, so the Python is going to ignore the line number 1 to line number 6 and rest of the things it will execute. So this is nothing but what is mean by comments, how you can represent the comments in programming. So depending on your situation, if you want to take single line comment, you can use. If you want multi-line comments, you can use. Generally, I will use a single line comments after print statement for writing the outputs. I think you have seen in today's session itself, somewhere while explaining the programs, every time after print statement, I am trying to use the word called ash. What is the meaning of that? It is nothing but a single line comment. So when I execute the program, this is nothing but output what I am getting. Like that I am giving indication. Sir, I hope these topics like installation of this software and keywords what we have, identifiers, literals, comments are clear for you. Any doubt up to this, whatever I covered, please confirm, friends. Clear? Right. So with this, I'm going to stop today's session. Okay. And next week we will have the session. I will give next week plan also. Next week, Saturday, we are going to have these IO statements, input and output statements we are going to discuss. And even these operators also I'm going to discuss. Even the selection statements I'm going to start. Then on Sunday session, we are going to discuss about these iterative statements. Continuation will be there. Next and after that, transfer statements, inner loops, okay, and pattern programming, and even that assignments how you can able to solve, I will give. Sir, definitely it is going to take some time, but next week is very important thing. Why? Because how you can do coding, you can able to understand on the next week only. because more programs will come. I'm going to change even IDE also. More programs are there to come, and practice is also required for that. That's why I request everyone, don't miss coming week a class. Okay. And in this, majority of the students are attending the demo. The people who wants to continue, you can start making the payment to get all these videos, everything. Okay. And next week, we are going to change the link. And the people who joined already, 7 o'clock batch students, so I'm going to update the running notes within few minutes. You can cross check and download practice. And next week you have your regular link, right? Don't use this link to join. You have your regular link, right? By using that, you have to join. Okay. Right. Thank you. I'm updating the running notes within few minutes. You can download. Thank you, friends. See you in the next week.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.